ready with me because I'm actually getting ready to go out with my family to celebrate my graduation. We're gonna go to dinner. So I figured I would just get ready with you guys. I do like filming like when I do more luxury looks, and it's actually like 5 o'clock right now. So I took a nice break from makeup for like a while. So we're gonna go out to dinner at 6. It's like a little bit after 5 right now. So I have like 45 minutes to get ready. So yeah, we're gonna go to our favorite Italian restaurant. We go there like pretty much for every special occasion now. It's called Carpaccio's. And it's like, oh my god, their Italian food is just so good. Like they make like most of their pasta like in-house, and also their pizza. I don't think we've actually tried their pizza before, because every time we go there we usually just get a pasta dish. So I'm just super excited to go because we just love their food. We actually haven't been there together since my mom's birthday. We took my mom there for her birthday. So I like, me and my mom were already talking about going out to dinner like a couple of months ago to celebrate. I asked her if she wanted to go there like back in March, and she was like, why don't we wait till your graduation and we'll go? And I was like, okay. And also my mom is actually leaving in a couple of days to see my sister graduate. So she's actually going to North Carolina to see my sister graduate. So she's going to be gone for a couple days. She's leaving on Thursday and she comes back on Sunday, so it'll be great. So today I mostly just cleaned. I'm just using my Dior powder to set my eyes. I don't know why my eyes are bothering me right now. I don't even know what's in my eye. Sorry if that skeeves some people out, but I do wear contacts. It's just bothering me for some reason. Hold on one second. Okay, so for my eyes, I wanted to use my Natasha Denona Gold palette because I haven't used this and I don't even know how long. So I want to use this today. I actually used Natasha Denona yesterday. If I seem a bit out of it, I'm sorry. I am a bit tired because cleaning kind of knocked me out. So I'm just going to use a couple of these mattes. Probably just going to go with like some of the like more neutral leaning ones, not more of the like mustardy tones. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go in. I'll just show you guys what I use when I'm done, but holy pigmentation. I always forget how pigmented these are. So I'm just gonna go in with that. Every time I actually use Natasha Denona's mattes, like I realize like how ridiculously easy they are to use. And this is still like my oldest Natasha Denona palette, and every time I actually do use it, I realize like how friggin' good it is still. And again, like I should have just, kind of, because my like eye primer creased, but honestly the Anastasia eye primer doesn't really matter if it creases or not, because it's still gonna have the shadows adhere to the lid because it's such a pigmented primer. I'm just gonna do that. Just went a little bit more. So I did use Natasha Denona yesterday, and I combined the retro palette with the My Dream palette, and it looked so nice. So I just kind of wanted to use some of my Natasha Denona products and eyeshadow palettes recently, because again I haven't used this one in a while. I think the last time I've used the retro palette might have been Becca's wedding, so I'm kind of glad that I was able to use both. And this one, I don't think I've used it since like last year. I don't even know when though, like. So I'm just gonna throw kind of a bit deeper shade into my crease. This one's a lot deeper than I thought it was, but that's fine because that's creating more definition. And I did just wash my makeup brushes yesterday, so But this palette is definitely getting on the older side. And I can kind of tell a little bit with the mattes, but it's still okay. Like, they still perform great, so... And it's not like they just feel a bit dry on my eyes. But they're still performing just fine. So yeah, I'm done with school. I got A's in all my classes, and yeah, I'm gonna get my diploma. I don't know, like maybe in like a couple of weeks. I'm not even sure how long it's gonna take, but I'm glad I finally did it. Took a long time, but I'm finally here. And I'm really happy. I'm gonna get real with you guys for a minute. So like, it's a good feeling to have your parents be proud of you again, because like, I was, you know, struggling after Suffolk, and I just didn't really know if I wanted to pursue a career in cybersecurity. And then just the fact that Dr. Kushner walked into Apple that day, like, changed my whole life, pretty much. That it's a great feeling to know that it's done. I was so stressed out these past 2 weeks, like, trying to get my papers done. Because I think I said this before, but I only had final papers. I didn't have any final tests. I had 3 papers to do. So I was a bit overwhelmed. But I just dedicated like 3-4 days a week. I didn't see any of my friends. I only saw my boyfriend like a couple times. But he was the only person I saw. I wasn't going to be distracted to hang out with friends or anything like that. I just wanted to get my papers done. So I'm glad it's done. Again, it was super stressful, but it was obviously worth it. And I'm just happy that I'm finally here. I tried not to eat too much today because this Italian restaurant, like, the portions are really big. They're like, honestly, imagine cheesecake portions. Just imagine that in a pasta form. I mean, obviously cheesecake has pastas as well, but like, they give you your money's worth. Let's just say that. You get huge portions, so... But they are better than cheesecake. They are just so good. It's like our favorite restaurant in the mall because we go to the mall. I've literally been going to this mall near me for my whole life. So I forgot which shades I wanted to use. I'm going to use this shade. I'll tell you guys in a minute which one it is. But I kind of wanted to use this one. Because, like, every time I go into this palette, I always use the gold shade right in the middle. Because it is my favorite shade. Oh my god, that is so pretty. God, every time I actually use this palette, I realize how beautiful these shimmers are still. They're, like, lighter shimmers, but they have, like, this beautiful sparkle. And, like, when they catch the light... They just look so, look at that. They just look stunning. Like, nothing beats a Natasha Denona shimmer. I mean, there are some, but it's just like, her formula is just so freaking good. And every time I wear her eyeshadow palettes, I just think that I look beautiful. And her eyeshadow formula is just so smooth and easy to use. And it's just so pigmented, and it's just, there's something about her eyeshadows that just are so beautiful, and I understand, like, the hype. I mean, there are some people that aren't fans, but I've been a fan ever since I tried this palette for the first time. I was like, wow, now I understand why people love her eyeshadows so much. Okay, and then I'm going to top it with one of the more sparkly shades. And I'm just going to tap that over just to add some more sparkle. Yeah, that looks so pretty. I'm glad I did that because that's what I was planning to do. Y'all know I always have to plan everything before I actually put it on my eyes. So that's going to be it for now. I'm going to clean up the eyeshadow and then we'll do my base. Okay, so now I'm just going to get ready. Well, now I'm going to put my face on. So I'm going to use my Say primer because I love this primer and I think it'll be nice with the foundation that I'm using. Hopefully I wiped my finger off because I don't remember wiping the eyeshadow off, but I think it's fine. And I don't know how I already got a bit of brown underneath the eyes, but it should be cleared up by the time I put my concealer on. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to use my Dior Forever Skin Glow in the shade 00, which is literally the lightest, palest shade. And I don't really need much of this because this has pretty good coverage. It's one of my more fuller coverage foundations, but it has such a beautiful finish. Like, that's already, like, too much, but it's fine. So... Why are they barking? There's nobody here. I don't know why they're barking. Guys, stop! Stop! There's nobody here! So I'm just wearing this Eileen Fisher plaid shirt that my mom gave me. And black jeans and flats. Like, I'm not getting, like, that dressed up. But just, you know, wearing something kind of nice. I'm always the one that wants to wear something nicer, but then, like, my family will, like, wear jeans. Like, that's the type of... like, they'll usually dress up. Like, my mom will, like, wear something semi-nice. And my dad will wear, like, a nice shirt and jeans, usually. My brother, like, could care less about what he's wearing. So, like, we usually have to tell him, like, can you wear something a bit nicer? But normally, 99% of the time, my whole family's in jeans, so, and we all wear Lucky jeans, but the jeans I'm wearing are actually from BB, because out of all the black jeans that I've gotten from Lucky brand, none of them are as good as these jeans. Like, for some reason, the black jeans I've had the most trouble, like, finding one that was good for me. So I just kind of gave up and have not repurchased a pair. I mean, I do have a pair of black jeans from Lucky, but they're I'm using the Valentino concealer. I'm trying to give this concealer a bit more of a chance. But, like, it's just, like, you have to dip into it, like, so many times. But it is a nice concealer, but I'm not, like, literally obsessed with it. I don't think it has enough coverage underneath the eyes. I like it around my T-zone, though. So, like, the past, like, black jeans that I've gotten in the past from Lucky have either stretched out on me, or they, like, kind of faded in the black color and they almost turned, like, grayish black. I mean, the first pair that I had I loved, but they, like, stretched out over time. These have literally stayed the same on me, and they're my oldest pair of black jeans, and I love them. They've stayed totally black. They have not faded whatsoever, and they still fit great, so... I'm going to continue to wear them. They're still my best fitting black jeans, so I don't know why I'm wiping off the applicator when I need more coverage of this. There we go, that's better. But, like, since it's a luxury concealer, you would think you wouldn't have to re-dip so many times, but it's whatever. So, like, we're going at 6, and my family, I'm sure, will start calling me at, like, 5:45, like, are you almost ready? And, like, it kind of drives me crazy, because I'll be like, it's 5 minutes away, is it? Mom, we still have time! Sorry, it's just like my mom's already asking my brother if he's dressed. I'm like, can you please chill out? I got a little bit of eyeshadow up there, but nothing concealer can't fix. Okay, so that's that. I think that looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, that looks really nice, actually. Okay. I was kind of torn as to which blush I want to wear because I have a new luxury blush that I might wear, but I pulled out my Gucci blush as well, and I'm probably going to end up wearing that, but because the other blush, it's the Giorgio Armani blush. I don't know why I'm like not telling you. I'm like, ooh, it's a secret. Keep the suspense going, and I'm just using my Pat McGrath powder to set. And I was a little bit torn on as to whether or not I was going to use my Pat McGrath foundation, but I was like, I want to use this one. I haven't used this one in a while. Not that I've used the Pat McGrath one in a while either, but, so I have the Giorgio Armani blush or the Gucci blush, and I'm just going to set my face with my Dior powder. Love this powder. And obviously I'm going to use it with this foundation, but I love this powder so much. I mean, I'm only going to have my makeup on for probably 3 hours. I'm not really going to have it on longer than that because I'm probably going to be done with dinner at like 5. What am I talking about? Like, of course, that's not the brown one. Probably, I just need to find my liner. There it is. I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario because it's always the one that I use for special occasions, and also it's my favorite liner. Okay, so I'm not sure what I want to use for mascara, though. I might just use the Fenty one again because I really have been enjoying that one. So let's go in with the lower lash line. Is this one going to be too brown? I think it's going to be fine. I'm just going to use the one. Why am I putting on the brown first? I don't normally do that. That was an oopsie. So I'm just going to put that like sparkly shimmer, like the super sparkly white shimmer on my inner corners. Yeah, that's pretty. So my brother's friend was here earlier. I feel like I'm like all over the place in this video, but what's a get ready with me without it being all over the place? I actually like how the concealer looks today with this foundation. It looks pretty good. It looks like nice coverage without being like full coverage, but then it starts to crease already. That's like my issue, but I guess we'll see how it is. So what was I gonna say? So my brother's friend was here, and his dad picked him up because, like, his friend can't drive for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I mean, he doesn't have a license, but whatever. That's not the point. So his father picked him up, and I was talking to his father because my mom told me that... My mom has mentioned this to me, like, a while back, but I was obviously busy with school and stuff that, you know, nothing was really on my mind besides, you know, finishing school. And she mentioned this to me like a while back, like probably like last year, that he's actually a professional makeup artist. And he is working on a movie with Richard Gere. And he was showing me pictures of what he was doing. And I'm like, that is literally so freaking sick. And he said to me, if I ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I was like, what? I just want to, like, go on set with him and, like, learn, like, stuff. Like, that would be so freaking sick. Like, can I be like a special guest and watch you work and meet Richard Gere? Like, that would just be like a fantasy, but like, that is just so freaking sick. I'll probably look up like his upcoming projects and find out what movie it is, but Richard Gere plays a cancer patient, and basically he has to like age him, and like aging kind of makeup, you know, making them all like wrinkly and stuff like that. It's very difficult. And he, oh my god, it looked like amazing. He was showing me pictures, and I was like, that's so freaking cool. And he told me that he's actually going to Richard Gere's house next month, or maybe he's coming to him. I'm not sure. Like, if he's on the island, I'd be like, what? But like, he's gonna fit him for a prosthetic next month. And I was like, that's so freaking sick. I just thought that was so freaking cool. So, alright, sorry, I don't want to poke my eye out. So I'm just putting on the Makeup by Mario liner in brown. Oh, that looks so good. It's just such a rich brown. I love it. And it makes my like makeup look a bit more sultry looking, and I love that. So then I'm just going to reinforce the mattes a little bit. But yeah, like literally we know like what time we need to go somewhere, and like regardless of, even if I still have 20 minutes to get ready, they'll start calling me at like 5:45, like, are you almost ready? And I'll be like, we still have time, like, can you chill out? So like I always have to get ready like so much faster, because like my family will be like, are you ready? Even though it's for me, like everyone's gonna rush me. So so yeah, that's just how it is here. It's just like friggin' annoying. Don't you hate that when like people are like, are you gonna be ready? Like, it's one thing if I was like running late, but it's like they act like we'll like never make it there, and it's like so annoying sometimes. I'm just gonna do my eyelashes and stuff. Okay, so I am just gonna go in with the Fenty mascara. I just don't feel like digging for anything, and I really am enjoying this mascara. I've used it a bunch, and I really like it, so I'm just gonna go in with that. And I'll tell you guys what eyeshadows I used in a minute. This is the Hella Thick mascara by Fenty. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did today was clean. I had to vacuum my room like desperately, so I did that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really that riveting today. And then I'm just gonna do my bottom lashes off camera, if I could speak English. I just looked down and it transferred a little bit, so that was kind of dumb. But I'll just get rid of that with a Q-tip. But yeah, I didn't really get to sit down that much today. So I just coated my lashes with the Lash Discovery by Maybelline, and now I'm going to go in with my Gucci bronzer. I was kind of thinking about going in with my Pat McGrath, though, because y'all know I love this one. But I'm going to use the Gucci because I've been using the Pat McGrath a lot, and the Gucci's still my favorite for like special occasions and stuff. Because I probably am going to end up using the Gucci blush too. Just because the Giorgio Armani blush is a little bit too orangey for this look. But I still have only used that Giorgio Armani blush once, so I gotta use it again at some point. See, like, the concealer's already creasing, so I don't know if this is really my favorite concealer. I wanted to love it, but it's just, like, too dewy for the under eyes, like, and it just doesn't provide enough coverage. Not that I need that much coverage, but, like, you know, you still want it to provide, like, the coverage that you want, and I just feel like it doesn't do much. So, And then for blush, like I said, I think I'm just going to go in with the Gucci. I love this blush so much, and I love using it for like any special occasion. So we're going to go in with that, and it's just so beautiful on the cheeks. So I'm going to take that. It just has such a beautifully smooth formula. I mean, this is a little bit peachy tone for this too, but it's like that soft kind of peachy look. Oh my God, I love it. It's just so pretty. And I love that I feel like this is like luxury. Like the formula is so smooth and so nice. The Giorgio Armani, I didn't feel the same way. It's still a nice blush, but I feel like this, you're paying, like it is friggin' overpriced. Don't get me wrong. But again, if you can splurge, I love these. So I was almost tempted to get another shade during the VIB sale, and I was like, no, Caitlin. I was like, you don't need another freaking blush. You obviously got the Giorgio Armani one, so didn't stop you from getting that. And then for the highlighter, I'm going to use my Pat McGrath one in the shade Golden Nectar. This one's so gorgeous. I just have to be very light-handed with this because it's extremely pigmented. Like, literally, all I need is probably, like, that much. And I'm just gonna... Why is my brush a little wet? Oh, my God. Whoops. Oh, my God. I hope that didn't, like, affect it, like, applying. Like, I'm annoyed right now because every time I plan to wear a certain highlight, it just doesn't work out for me. Okay, that's good. Sometimes I hate the way my highlighter applies. They act like it takes like 20 minutes to get to a restaurant that's 5 minutes away from our house. That's what I was gonna say. Does this look good? I don't know. Even though I cleaned my brush, I still don't love how this looks. Hold on. Sorry about the background. Okay, so for my highlight, I'm just gonna go in with, oh my God, can I open this? Oh my God, why isn't this opening? Oh my God, you're a dumbass. You're just a dumbass. I'm gonna go in with my finger, and I'm just gonna go in with the Rare Beauty one. That made it even worse. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my face lately. Like, everything just shows up super texturized, and I don't understand. Let me try blending the blush a little bit more. Oh my God, I don't like how that looks. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, so that highlighter, I don't know what was going on, but I just decided to go in with an oldie but a goodie. I used my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and that definitely looks better, but I had to go over it with my concealer just to make it look better. But now it definitely looks better. I am so glowy in my T-zone, though, because of this, concealer, I guess, or it's the foundation, but at least it turned out pretty good, so. I don't know why, like, special occasions, it's always, like, you plan what you want to use, and then when you actually use it, it's like, oh my God. What is going on today, Caitlin? You're such an idiot. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with liner. I'm gonna use my Pat McGrath liner. I don't know why my highlight's always such an issue. Even though I cleaned that brush, I don't know what is up with my skin lately. This is the shade Structure, I believe. So for the eyeshadow, I used, because I forgot to tell you guys earlier, I used this shade in the crease, then I darkened it up more with this shade right here, and then I used this shade on the outer corners, and then I took this shade first on the lid, and then I put this one over top. And then for the lower lash line, I took that same shade underneath, and then for the inner corners, I took this shade. So yeah, now we'll wrap up this video. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. So for the lips, I used the Patrick Ta lipstick. This is the shade Oh She's Single. This is like one of my all-time favorite nudes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check my Poshmark at the same handle. I did get home from dinner like not even 10 minutes ago. I'm a bit tipsy because I had a couple drinks. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.